We're in week 3 as our Buckeyes head to South Bend to welcome the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to the Big Ten. First quarter action, third down for the Irish. Ian Book drops back, can't find anybody, and he gets taken down by Darrell Barber. Offense takes over. J.K. Dobbins takes a handoff up the middle, puts a nice juke on the defender, and gets 9 yards. A few plays later, Emory Jones drops back and hits Jalen Harris on the curl route. He gets into the end zone from 13 yards out. Buckeyes up 7-0. Irish take over. Book drops back and connects with Jacob Carter for 14 yards in the first. Then Book drops back again, throws a gorgeous touch pass to McKinley for a gain of 29 yards. It would lead to a Notre Dame field goal. The Buckeyes running game having a strong first quarter. Dobbins goes up the gut for 11. Then Jones drops back and hits Dobbins on the check down. He turns it upfield and gains 9. A few plays later, Emory Jones goes option right. He avoids the defender, turns it upfield, and gains 12 in the first. Later in the drive, Jones drops back, hits Trevon Grimes on the curl, and check out the move. Grimes finally gets brought down after a 29-yard gain. Then a Jones-Grimes connection links up one more time, this time getting into the end zone from 9 yards out. Buckeyes lead 14-3. Next Irish possession, Book drops back, hits Tony James on the swing pass. He sheds a tackle and picks up 18. A few plays later, Jones takes a sweep right, avoids the tackle, turns it upfield. He's finally taken down after a gain of 21. It would lead to another Irish field goal. Next Buckeye possession, J.K. Dobbins breaks loose. The junior back gets tackled after a 20-yard gain. Then Jones tries to hit Ruckert on the seam, but is picked off by Pride. The senior corner would cough it up, but the Irish fall on it. Second interception on the year for Emory, but the Buckeyes defense forces a 3-and-out, but the Irish would get it right back. Emory Jones drops back and tries to go deep and underthrows it and is picked off by Pride again, and he returns it back to the 30-yard line. Next play, Book drops back, can't find anybody, but then he finds Jones behind the secondary and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Irish. They would go for 2, and we're all knotted up at 14. Buckeyes take over. Dobbins gets the handoff, makes a cut, and picks up 12. Then J.K. gets the rock again, makes a cut, and gets another 11 yards. Late in the drive, Jones drops back, finds Jalen Harris across the middle, drops his shoulder, and he picks up 16. Then Brian Snead would cap off the drive with this 3-yard run up the middle. Buckeyes take the lead 21-14. The Irish would tack on a field goal before half, but Ohio State goes up at the half 21-17. Start of the third, J.K. takes the handoff, finds the hole on the left, and gains 15 yards. Then EJ sets up the bubble screen to Gill. He fouls his blocks and gets 11 in the first. Their air game is starting to heat up. Jones drops back and hits Ray across the middle for 12 and another Buckeye first down. Later in the drive, Dobbins goes up the middle again, puts a juke on the safety, and gets tackled at the 3-yard line. JK would cap off the drive with this handoff up the gut. He drops his shoulder and fights into the end zone. Buckeyes extend their lead. Buckeyes take back over. Emory Jones drops back. He tries to avoid the rush, but he's going the wrong way. He ends up getting sacked for a 21-yard loss. It's 3rd and 21. Jones sets up the screen for Dobbins. Dobbins gets a block, and he's off to the races. He's finally tackled after a 31-yard gain. It's another 3rd and long for the Buckeyes. Jones drops back and hits Tim Jackson across the middle for a gain of 22. Later in the drive, Emory Jones takes the option right, cuts inside, cuts it back outside, and gets into the end zone. 35-17 Ohio State. The Silver Bullets force another 3-and-out, and J.K. Dobbins is eating. He goes up the gut this time for 11 yards. Then Emory Jones gets the option right. He gets to the outside. He puts a move on the safety, but is brought down after gaining 21 yards. Later in the drive, Snead takes the handoff up the middle for his second touchdown on the day. Buckeyes going away 42-17, but the Irish keep fighting. Book drops back, has all day in the world to throw. He finally hits Deion McIntosh on the cutback cheese for a gain of 32. Then Book drops back and throws a beautiful touch pass to Javon McKinley on the sideline for 18. The next play, Book drops back, but mama, there goes that man. Darrell Barber gets home for the second time today, but Book would make up for it. He drops back, steps up into the pocket, and throws a dart to Claypool in the end zone, but it wouldn't be enough. The Buckeyes get their second win on the season, 42-24. EJ 6 finished 15 of 20 for 186 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and add on a 1 rushing touchdown. J.K. Dobbins got himself going this week, 189 yards rushing on 27 carries and 1 trip to the end zone. Brian Snead carried the rock 8 times and got 2 touchdowns. Grimes led the team in receiving, 4 grabs for 56 yards and a score. On defense, Baron Browning led the way with 9 tackles, and Darrell Barber added another 2 sacks to his growing total. Up next for the Buckeyes, the 0-2 Hawkeyes from Iowa. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay up to date with the team. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BigCGatGame, and make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are brand new. And we'll talk during the .the Eye podcast. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.